Okay, 4.1 instantaneous rate of change of sinusoidal function. You want to see what is the derivative or instantaneous rate of the sine. If you really want to do that, you know, the sine function is look like that. So start at 0, 0. I just do it for one period. And then we can get to the conclusion. So if this is my y and I want to do the y prime, first I just do the places that the instantaneous rate of change is 0. So here, the instantaneous rate of change is 0, right? At maximum and minimum. So it's going to be my 0 of the function. Here will be the zeros of my function also. Minimum, so instantaneous rate of change is there. If you draw the instantaneous rate of change here, the slope of this line will be 1. So here I have that to be 1. And the slope of this line here should be -1. So this should be here -1. So the shape is look like that then. Okay, what did you remind you? This is the shape. If you continue, of course, you will get something like that, right? And the slope here is +1. That's why it's here. If you look at this shape, this is what? If the y is sine theta or sine x, the y prime, this is cosine, right? This is cosine. It's the shape of the cosine. So the derivative of the sine is cosine. Now, let's just do the derivative of, let's say if your function is now, I have a cosine. Cosine is that. I want to see what is the derivative of the cosine. Now, this is my y. I want to do the y prime, right? So again, the zero is going to be at maximum, the derivative will be 0, right? Because instantaneous the rate of change is 0. Here I have 0 also. See, from here to here, the slope is negative. So it should be like that. So the slope is negative. And from here to here, the slope is positive. So it should be like that. Sure, this maximum and minimum is 1 and -1. So it's -1 here is 1. Because instantaneous rate of change here, it would be, if you do it by your eye, you'll see the slope is -1. Anyway. So what is that? So this is the negative of the sine. So if the y is cosine x, here is y prime, it is negative sine x. Just for the reminder, this is the sine. And when you want to do the negative of that, so you just flip it over, right? The dotted line is y is equal to negative sine x. Right, so that's why this is negative sine x. So just reminding that this derivative of sine is cosine, derivative of cosine is negative sine. This is about the instantaneous rate of change. For the worksheet, you can do question number 1. Question number 3, you can do B, C, and D. Question number 2, C and D. Question number 4, A, B. Question number 5, you do 6, 7. These are the questions you can do.